All right, Detroit Piston fans are already turning on Killian Hayes. I think some of the Piston fans who are being patient are starting to turn on Killian Hayes. Let's talk about Killian Hayes last night. He didn't do well at all, but like I said, he had a three last night, but they called it off. And had he been more aggressive, I think we possibly could have won the game last night. You know, had he been more aggressive, but like I said before, we seen a ton in summer league. We seen a ton. We seen enough last year. If you want to use the hip as an excuse, now that hip is out the window, and he played 20 minutes, and that's ranked last amongst the starters. And you had bench players in Killian and Corey Joseph play over 22 and 28 minutes respectively. You had Josh Jackson 19, Diallo 15, Trey Lyles 17. So he was one of the lowest minutes played last night. And let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video before I continue. Check out Detroit Pistons Top Players for more videos like this. We'll be here again Saturday. And then next Saturday, if you didn't know, it's Michigan State. They dubbed that midday, 12 p.m. And then the Pistons play that same day, I believe. I think they play Orlando. I could be wrong. Let me look at their schedule. I don't want to give y'all no wrong. I'm gonna give y'all no wrong stuff. So you see. So right before Halloween, you might get a treat. All right, so he said 30. They at Brooklyn. My bad. No, they are at home versus Orlando, where it's expected that Cade Cunningham make his debut, and the next day they play at Brooklyn. So after the Lions play, you get an opportunity to see the Pistons play, and after Michigan State, which, like I said the other day, I said I think that game was more is versed to be a 3:30 game or a night game, maybe more of a 3:30 game, so you can celebrate and talk your ish. But let's get to it. But it's on the screen real quick. So last night, Killian was 0 for 6 right here. He was a negative 11. He didn't score a point. Hold on. Do y'all see that? He did not score a point. He was one personal foul, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, no free throws attempt, no 3 points attempt. I told you he made one, but then they called it back because he stepped out of bounds, I think it was. So I mean, just to the point where maybe what we talked about the other day that was brought up on Instagram, that he needs to move up to go down to the G League. All right, maybe that's a real thing that needs to happen. Because yesterday he drove to the rim a couple times, but he went up soft. And people saying, "Oh, you hating and give him a chance." Well, you can't give nobody a chance. You can't give nobody a chance that ain't giving themselves a chance. And it ain't like, and had he went out there and put the clamps on Zach LaVine when he got hot, that'd be something I could live with. But what purpose is he serving? He can't even play. He can't even play starter minutes. He can't even play starter minutes. And that's just what it getting to. He don't look like he should be starting. Now Buster is getting bigger. Instead of saying we're gonna develop him behind the scenes, he gonna go to the G League, or he gonna take some time off the season. And even on fast breaks, he didn't look comfortable dribbling the ball. I see zero improvement. And I think the improvement for him starts with the mental. That's where I think it starts. So I think it starts mentally. Mentally, how can we get him to that point? And I think everybody talking about shooting, I think it starts with the handle. I think his handles need to be addressed. I think it starts with, shooting his shooting form closer to the basket. This is the type of things I think it started with. His shooting form. You can't just put him, if you got him shooting threes and he's not comfortable shooting, you shouldn't be allowed to coach. Honestly. You should not be allowed to coach. He need to be doing the mic and drill, shooting a little 10-footer, Tim Duncan off the bank shot, stuff of that nature. If you got him out there shooting threes, how can I develop a form and I'm struggling? But like I said before, I think he'll bust. And I seen enough last season. I seen a little bit where he had a really good game and I was high on him. I was being positive on him. And I just seen ever since I seen it just looked like, they need to move on from him. Like I told Jay when he came on, we seen him that it's time to trade him for more people figure out he can't play. Now he's not worth no value like Drummond because of the contract, not like Du Bois. Now he ain't worth now he don't have any value. Now people seeing this and seeing the stat line. Now basically you got to give him up for rotten banana. Now you got to give him up for nothing. Now you just gonna have to release him. He's not an NBA player. Y'all can use the age as an excuse. That's fine. Y'all can use an age as the ultimate excuse. Okay. But, it's putrid. You put a young LeBron, you put 16-year-old LeBron, 17-year-old LeBron James, he's going to put up more stats like that in the NBA. Just an honest truth. Well, let's see what Twitter talking about. Let's see what Twitter hitting about mine. So, obviously, everybody's seen the results last night. So apparently he got a Twitter, and I'm following him. He said, we're entering Killian season. I know y'all ain't ready for it. Regarding Killian Hayes, I know he didn't play well last night, but I'm still going to defend him. He needs to be better. Yes, however, he's 20 years old. He hasn't even played 30 games yet. This was also his first of 82. I'm being patient. And people like Tony, like I said, man, they'll want to believe the writing on the wall. I ain't trying to hear that shit. He 20. So you're a professional basketball player now. Act like it. He said, obviously, the Pistons needed their number one pick. Okay, we write that one. Killian, I can't play that video. But Killian is a very good looking. What? Out of here, man. That's coming. I don't know where that's coming from. Father, go forgive me for thinking Killian Hayes was better, a long-term prospect than LaMelo Ball. Hold on, Raphael. Hold on. You ever thought this, my brother? You don't know. You don't know shit about basketball. You don't know shit about basketball. I tried to tell y'all about LaMelo Ball. Rafael Dalghetto. What is Rafael thinking about? Forgive me, Father, for thinking Killian Hayes was better than LaMelo Ball. And a lot of y'all Detroit Pistons fans that was out here talking like, oh, LaMelo, he ain't that good. We shouldn't trade up for LaMelo, CJ stuff. And now look at y'all stupid stuff. Why do I never get credit? Why don't y'all never come back and be like, man, you know what, CJ, you was right. I told y'all they should have traded every asset up for him. I told y'all if they get him, they should have went for Tyrese Haliburton. Killian, if you look at Killian Hayes' tape, he sucked. Period. I'm done. He sucked. It's not y'all making it personal. Like man, you and Sonny baby hating on him. You know what? He sucked. Look at this one. Look at this joke of a tweet. Look at this guy. Look at this Thompson Stapleton. You need to take the NBA out your freaking name. He predicted 15 points. Hey, man, what? Man, he's smoking crack. To those saying Killian shouldn't be benched, Cade Cunningham can play point guard better than Killian. Say believe play point guard better than Killian. Corey Joseph played point guard better than Killian. I don't care how many games he's played. He isn't good enough yet. Dialed in Detroit. The best tweet I've seen so far. He ain't gonna be good enough. Never. I said about Drummond. Drummond never developed. He's got stronger and maybe faster. JD Sports Burning 313. I found out the recipe. So enjoying watching Piston basketball every time Killian Hayes checked in the game, turn it off. And then when he goes to the bench, turn it back. Oh, they tied for the best tweet we've read so far. Facts, JD. You the best tweet I've seen so far. We're gonna finish up these last two. Detroit Elite Team. If Killian is going to struggle as he was tonight, you'd at least like to see some vocal leadership from him. He's the most passive guy ever. How do you play point guard without directing? We. He's out there like we. French toast, French fries, we. Of course, come on, he a kid. Again, Dwayne Casey sounded extremely confident that Killian Hayes will figure out the angles and how he uses his body more around. Man, you've been saying this shit for 365. The same old excuses. Yeah. Come on, man. Like I said before, man. One thing about men, they do not want to admit when they're wrong. They do not want to admit when they're wrong. And Dwayne Casey and Troy Weaver probably said we can't give up on this kid year 2. And they're going to dig themselves in a deeper hole. A deeper hole, and that's what's going to happen. They're going to dig themselves, and they could have traded him before people figured out he can't play. Could have traded him. But now people found out that he can't play, and now he don't have nobody. Remember y'all came out here and said he was better than Kobe White. Y'all, I should have knew y'all didn't know shit about basketball when y'all said that. I should have knew it. But hey, let me know what you guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel on my social media link subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram on my social media link subscription. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook and Instagram. If I didn't say that before, want to make a financial donation, Cash App CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Appreciate the love support. Best way to donate. Thumbs up, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace. And check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist and let me know what you guys think about Killian Hayes' performance. Make sure you keep it clean in the comment section. Other than that, man, we Prince Toast, Alpha Tower, we appreciate the love and support. Peace.